Hello and welcome to another episode of Rovis Rants. Today we're discussing some severe allegations made against Vince McMahon once again. Now again, these are alleged allegations, but a woman who formerly worked for the WWE and also had received a payout is now filing a lawsuit and claiming that she was forced to take part in SCX trafficking and SCX acts. Spelling out the words because of the stupid YouTube algorithm. She says that these were done in extreme cruelty and degradation. WWE's former talent relations, John Laurinaitis, is also named in the suit. Janelle Grant is the former employee at WWE's headquarters who says that she was forced to sign a non-disclosure agreement about her relationship with McMahon, and they agreed to the amount of $3 million. Grant didn't receive full payment and now wants to void the agreement. The lawsuit comes out nearly 2 years after reports say that McMahon paid upwards of $12 million to 4 women over a 16-year span to quiet allegations as SCX misconduct and infidelity. The Wall Street Journal has reported that the WWE was investigating a secret $3 million settlement to pay an employee with whom he allegedly had an affair. So it seems that this investigation is about this person who is now filing a lawsuit. Vince McMahon apparently said that he owns and controls her. Grant was hired by the WWE in 2019 after McMahon pushed for a physical relationship in return for long-promised employment at WWE, according to the court documents. During her employment, Grant said she was forced to have SCX relationship with McMahon, and he would share explicit photos, videos, and details of her to other WWE employees, as well as coerce her into having relations with other WWE staffers, including Laurinaitis. Examples of these encounters listed in the suit included an instance of when McMahon and Laurinaitis assaulted her, the two of them together, and even though she had begged them to stop, the assault continued. Apparently, McMahon used toys named after WWE wrestlers on Grant and defecated on her during one encounter. This is sounding to me more and more like some allegations we were hearing about a certain rapper, P. Diddy, if anybody's followed that. McMahon also subject Grant to extreme acts of cruelty and degradation. Well, if that situation that was just described is true, then absolutely. Grant disassociated and became numb to reality in order to survive these horrific encounters. In May 2020, the lawsuit states that McMahon began to recruit other men and force Grant into relationships and trafficking of her. The text messages allegedly from McMahon told her he'd find more friends to take part in these encounters, and then another message told Grant, "I'm the only one who owns you and controls who I want to F you." McMahon also allegedly used Grant as an incentive for a WWE star to re-sign with the company. Grant's photos and videos were sent to this star. Now, this person is not named in the lawsuit, or at least has not become public yet. The star had wanted to meet with Grant and wanted to set a play date, but a snowstorm changed the star's plans. In January 2022, the suit states that McMahon told Grant his wife Linda had found out about the relationship, and he wanted to ensure that Grant would remain silent. So he persisted to have her sign this NDA and would pay her in order to ensure her confidentiality. While the discussions and the NDA continued throughout the month, the suit alleges McMahon continued to abuse her. The payment for the NDA was was settled for $3 million, and once it was signed, Grant received $1 million in payment. She then left the company, and a few days later, McMahon and Grant met, and he commanded her to do one last thing by forcibly making her perform oral. In March of 2022, the same WWE star that had been in contact with Grant previously had reached out to her, and she sent explicit photos to the star in line with McMahon's orders. The two didn't ever meet in person. The lawsuit asked for a ruling that the NDA is invalid under state and federal law, and that McMahon had breached the contract by only paying her the $1 million and not the $3 million. The suit states Grant will prove in a trial that she will need lifelong treatment because of the pain and suffering. McMahon currently serves as executive chairman of TKO Group Holdings, the company that owns WWE and the UFC. On Tuesday, The Rock was appointed as a board member of the company. McMahon was present with the the TKO executives, and Johnson as he rang the opening bell at the New York Stock Exchange. I'm not sure why this was put in the article, maybe just to put another famous name in there. I don't know. It's not alleging that The Rock had anything to do with this or any dealings in this situation. Today's complaint seems to hold accountable two WWE executives who SEX assaulted her and trafficked her, the plaintiff, as well as the organization that facilitated or turned a blind eye to the abuse and then swept it under the rug. She is an incredibly private and courageous person who has suffered deeply at the hands of McMahon and Mr. Laniatis. This is comments by her lawyer. Ms. Grant hopes that her lawsuit will prevent other women from being victimized. The organization is well aware of Mr. McMahon's history of depraved behavior, and it's time that they take responsibility for the misconduct of its leadership. This lawsuit is to replete with lies, obscene made-up instances that never occurred, and a vindicative distortion of the truth. He will vigorously defend himself, a spokesperson for McMahon said. McMahon does not control TKO, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of the WWE. So he is, as we said, stepped away. Ms. Grant's horrific allegations are being seriously addressed, and the matter is being taken into account internally. The issue I have with this is I don't understand why these women take money for something and then when they don't get paid want to, go after them. You go after them right off the bat because it's the wrong thing that they're doing to you. Just my personal opinion, not trying to blame the victim, just trying to understand the rationale. Subscribe to Rovis Rants, hit the like button, and we'll see you soon.